Cade, the Tortured Crossing is the Neil Breen mega blockbuster hit movie where he showed the world that if you're persistent, you can eventually strike gold. Unless you're Neil Breen.
Make this stop.
We'll start with the patients who are just trying to do some middle-of-the-day ground sleeping when this dickhead keeps trying to kidnap them the least effective way possible.
What are you doing?
Which somehow works, and now they're trapped in an SUV whose windows are down and is parked in a fucking crosswalk. Trying to escape such a high-tech prison is hopeless, and it looks like they're done for until a guardian angel magically shows up and does a Mission Impossible level breakout by just telling them to fuck off.
Get out of here.
Like an old man who catches you on their lawn.
Get out of here.
But it's not all bad, because
We're going on a field trip.
yeah, a field trip, which is a perfectly normal thing for a mental hospital. But there are some red flags, like this suspiciously familiar vehicle, the driver violating the shit out of the ADA,
Get those things out of my SUV. This one too.
and then making them all switch seats for some reason. Then being so fucking blitzed, he doesn't realize they're still parked while steering like a lunatic. But luckily for them, she invented a new row of seats between the first and second,
What the hell are you doing? Put that away.
and I really hope she's talking about the beer. He doesn't listen anyways, and by the looks of the ignition, I'm pretty sure this car was stolen. But none of that matters, because they immediately crash for a really long time. And when they magically wake up outside the vehicle, the driver's turned into this guy or some shit because he's never seen again, and this guy was never in that fucking car. But neither was she, so fuck it, we're moving on. Luckily for them, Breen just happens to be in the area doing some shit you ain't ready for.
We had an accident with our bus.
Not a bus.
Can you help us?
Of course I can. I've got a home over the mountain. You're welcome to stay there.
Fuck that! They'd rather take their chances bleeding out.
Wait, isn't there a motel nearby?
Motel? I think you mean an Uber and maybe a tow truck. What the fuck is wrong with you?
We don't know anything about you.
He is a stranger.
Somehow, they don't recognize him, even though he's wearing the exact same outfit.
Get out of here.
But whatever, it's not like they have a choice.
We need to stick together.
They're also really fucking stupid. On the plus side, the crash seems to have healed their injuries.
Get him out.
And look, another new guy. Hey bro, welcome to the group. Anyways, they go to his very normal home.
A castle. I wonder if it's haunted.
Not yet, but he's working on it. Then, in the middle of the night, she has a moment of clarity and hurries the fuck out of there.
No.
But trips over all the decaying human body parts and thinks she probably misjudged him. The next morning, the SUV's magically fixed so they can finally go back where they feel safe. Now they can spend their days relaxing in luxury, getting top-notch medical care, dance parties with Karens, cavemen, and fucking ghosts. And in their spare time, a little training to become magical bird people
I am the winged warrior.
so they can all fight embarrassingly and die stupidly. Next up, the police, who we first see showing up within 2 minutes of Breen saving the day with his elderly grunting
Get out of here.
right after he blows the place up with presumably every shred of evidence.
That was a hell of a fight.
It's not clear how they saw any fighting or why the filter just stops right here, but the biggest what the fuck is this guy.
Hi, I'm Andrew with Child Protective Services.
He works for CPS and runs around with a rifle rescuing adults, but also has a dark secret.
I'm only in it for the money.
Typical CPS. Turns out he's playing both sides, but not helping either in any way.
The police department isn't on to me.
Or maybe they are, but a CPS worker who's terrible at their job isn't something they care about. He also does some Steven Seagal level pretending to be a cop.
As a police officer,
So much that even Breen believed it. But aside from the CPS worker named Andrew,
I'm Andrew with Child Protective Services.
who's credited as detective, the other two aren't much better.
This is absolutely disgusting. We need to stop this.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna stop this for sure.
Yes, that's the script. No, they didn't stop it. And yes, based off the people in the background, he's roughly 3 feet tall. They almost catch on to this guy.
I know there's a bug in our department.
I will find that rat bastard.
But the fact that he's not on the department and only seems to help them
I got new information.
makes it the perfect crime.
We're getting ready to arrest and prosecute right now.
But by the time they make their move, by using 10 police cars for 2 cops and 2 security guards,
Where are the bastards?
it's too late.
There's nothing here for you, Chief.
Then, to make things worse, he asks the dumbest shit.
What is that?
They're wings from a winged warrior.
Fucking idiot. They don't serve any purpose. But it is a Neil Breen movie where nothing ever does. Next up, the doctors. Which is mostly just these two.
I'm Dr. Megan Burns. I'm actually the director of the hospital here.
I'm Dr. Megan Kurtz. I'm the co-director of the hospital.
And also this guy, who I'm sure is also named Megan. But we'll get to him later.
Get the hell out of here!
We first meet them at a big celebration for Breen,
We're all proud of you. We back you 100%.
which is why it's really fucking weird later on when they don't remember him,
He is a stranger, and we don't know anything about him.
even though he clearly remembers them.
Nice to see you again.
Fuck you, you snooty bitch. But what they lack in memory, they make up for in advanced medical training.
Oh my God.
Simply amazing. If you need any more proof, just look at how she works those blood tubes. You can't fake that. When they're not revolutionizing medicine, they're acting suspicious as fuck
I'm only in it for the money.
and having Steven Seagal level fight scenes. Speaking of Seagal, the third Megan spends the whole movie fucking everything up,
This procedure's not going the way it's supposed to.
being a dick to everyone,
Get the hell out of here!
and then getting choked out, where I'm pretty sure he shit himself. And finally, the man himself, Breen, who we first see running late for a meeting in Portugal.
Where are you? Are you on your way?
I'm running a little late.
Don't worry, he's nearby in fucking Amsterdam, running in front of trolleys stupidly. I'm sure he'll be there in no time. Then he sees them,
I'll follow you wherever they're taking you.
which he somehow does on foot. Then it's just some normal Matrix fighting, where he might disappear for a frame or two, but otherwise it's all pretty standard. Just like the building blowing up for no fucking reason. Now, he needs to make it to that meeting that he's 1,200 miles away from, but that ain't shit. Because he has a new Ferrari that's so advanced you can hear the Doppler effect from inside the vehicle. Five minutes and 4 countries later, he arrives and hauls ass inside. Turns out they're all there to celebrate
He has become our financial benefactor.
his lack of due diligence,
I haven't even seen the hospital building yet.
which he's so proud of he can't stop talking about it.
I haven't even seen the hospital yet, but I was happy to give them the money.
But otherwise, he's a normal guy, just like you and me, who enjoys normal things like relaxing walks around the countryside and beating bitch tigers in their snotty bitch faces. This is the worst CGI you will ever see, and there's no way anyone would ever believe that Tiger is fighting an actual human. Nah, but seriously, they're good friends. Which is when he runs into them.
Someone's coming. You better go now.
No, it's a tiger. It doesn't have to do shit. But not everyone's open-minded, so they have it transform into this lady so nobody gets suspicious.
I don't trust this.
Oh, don't be silly. Anyways, Breen takes them to his home, which just happens to be Bran Castle, and it's unclear if he misread it as Breen Castle or thought nobody would recognize a famous castle in fucking Romania. Either way, after a short 2,400-mile walk, her bitchy attitude makes a lot more sense.
Welcome to my home.
Fuck you. And it turns out the SUV wasn't magically fixed, it was the Eye of Sauron that could easily see which spark plug was spitting, so a perfectly rational explanation. Then he finally gets around to checking out that place he gave all that money to, and son of a bitch,
What the hell's going on here?
it's full of crazy old men knocking over wheelchairs. So he heads to Moscow. Shit! He meant to go to New York to talk to this guy across this massive fucking table.
I'm very proud to be co-donating a check to the hospital.
Because I guess they share a checking account. Don't waste time thinking about it, it never really comes up. And the building explodes anyways, for reasons that aren't explained, but I'm guessing it collapsed under the weight of that insanely large table. Speaking of things you shouldn't think about, we learn the guy kidnapping the sleepyheads is Breen's twin brother. He happens to mention so naturally.
Do you have family?
No.
I've got an identical twin brother. I haven't seen him for years. We're out of touch now.
Okay, Grandpa, thanks for the Dexter New Blood level dialogue. Now please don't murder us in our sleep. At first, he's kidnapping homeless people to bring them to the mental hospital. Then he's kidnapping patients from the hospital to bring to other parts of the hospital. The movie can't make up its mind if he's kidnapping from the hospital
I got new information on the kidnapping of those patients.
or to the hospital.
I assist in the kidnapping of the youth to become experimental patients at the hospital.
But it's a Neil Breen movie, so the answer's probably yes. Either way, after Breen and one of the Megans smash the record for most hugs in a single love scene, Breen is now working undercover for the police
A person doing the undercover work is getting all the information we need.
before immediately abandoning that shit, taking a quick trip back to Moscow for some reason, and then sending the patients out to die. Then his twin shows up, who must have gotten all the self-awareness
I'm so ashamed.
and begs to please let him out of this movie. So he makes the difficult decision to create a magical sword, and then Ned Starks him, saving the hospital by killing everyone in it is some advanced Steven Seagal shit, but you brought it to the next level by also killing your immediate family. But what's the movie really about? Are they just random scenes thrown together poorly with whatever stock footage that Breen can squeeze out of a Shutterstock free trial? Or is it a Stanley Kubrick level masterpiece that scholars will debate endlessly as the defining movie of our generation? To understand Cade, the tortured crossing, you have to go back to Twisted Pair,
A crisis. Programmable virtual reality.
where it becomes clear this isn't just the dumbest shit you've ever heard,
We are on the verge of mind hacking.
but it's also what's happening.
Virtual reality, the corrupt version.
That's why everything looks like a low-budget green screen. And why when people are killed, they reappear alive again like nothing happened. The brother is actually freeing the hosts from the simulation, and they're being replaced by AI.
We'll never see her again.
And just like in Twisted Pair, there is no brother, they're the same person, with Cale being the human side who's slowly losing his sanity.
I'm disintegrating, Cade.
Cade is the corrupted side, who unknowingly kills himself, and the Tiger Lady wins. The loser is anyone who paid to see this. And also Steven Seagal. Fuck that guy.